Hi and welcome to Mind Flux's Synth series. In this episode, what we're going to be looking at is turning some R2D2 bleeps and bloops into some low down and dirty techno percussion. We're going to start by creating a MIDI track, so Shift Command T, and we're going to load in from the browser and the instrument section our wavetable. And we're not going to be utilizing any of the oscillators. You might find this kind of strange, but we're going to use the filter to create the sound. So let's just open up the whole wavetable to make it a bit easier to see everything. We'll want to have an incoming MIDI note just to trigger the filter. So I'm going to create a clip, and it really does not matter where you draw this because the MIDI note is just triggering the filter, and the filter cutoff is going to control the pitch. So let's just play this and we can have a little listen so far. So as you can see, we're not getting any sound. The reason behind this is because the resonance is too low. We really want this to self-oscillate. So with this amount set full, you can hear we're getting some zaps, and the main zap is coming from my default, which is this envelope being set up. To really get that R2D2 kind of bleeps and bloops, you're going to want to use the sample and hold waveform from the LFO, and I'm going to sync it. And then I'm going to play around the rate, because what we're going to be doing is just have this playing and record it into an audio track, play around with the rate, play around with the mount settings and the shape just to change up the sound. And then we're going to pick the best bar, the best half a bar, the best 10 bars or whatever to then create the percussion. So first of all, in the matrix, I need to actually send the filter frequency there. So I'm just going to click around here and turn it up. I can also take down the envelope if I want, and then try different rates. Before I record, what I'm going to want to do is just have a little reverb to smooth out the sound. And I want the dry wet to be a little bit down, so there's more direct signal than there is reverb, a bit tighter decay, and to be honest, that should be fine. Yep, so we're definitely ready to record now. So I'm going to set up an audio track, so Command T. I'm going to, where the audio is from, I can just choose resampling because nothing else is playing at this current point. I'm going to set it to record. I should really name it. I'm going to set it to record, and then I'm going to jump onto my wavetable track and start adjusting things like the offset, the shape, and the rate. And as you can see, the less drastic the distance between the highest and lowest, the less clicks you get. That means you're not going to have to edit them out later. So I'm going to stop the clip. I've already pre-recorded some sets, and I've already chosen my favorite bit. So rather than me showing you and going through and choosing a part, which could take ages, I've already got it there. So it is, yep, so it's definitely this one. You can see previously I recorded about 40 bars, and we can just have a listen before any effects have been added. So I'll make sure to take the transposition added off. And I identified that as a good little rhythm, which I feel would work in a techno track. And like a lot of techno percussion, you can take any higher sound and then just pitch it down. So I went for -15. I felt I wanted it more rhythmic. So I've set up a sidechain channel just with an 808. It's just the standard 808 kit you get within Ableton. And from there, I've set up the clave just to play this rhythm. So you can see, very simple. But when that is triggering the gate to open, we're getting a little bit more of a rhythmic sound from this R2D2 bleep and bloop. And the threshold's going to decide what we're going to hear. So if it's too high, we're not really going to get anything. And if you don't want it so choppy, you were going to want to have a longer release. But I was quite happy how it was. And to just kind of add a bit of density, I've added in an echo, and this is my default setting. So within the echo tab, so for both delays, I went for dotted, so a 16th and my favorite dotted 8th. I've driven the input a little bit, brought the feedback down, and then just made sure no low end or high end buildup happens. I've done nothing in the modulation, and just added a bit of ducking. The ducking means whenever an input signal comes in, so for example, these bleeps and bloops, there'll be no delay. And after 167 milliseconds, it smooths things out, a bit of reverb as well. So what I've done with that is just went and froze it. And the great thing is this new feature in Ableton 10.1, you can actually freeze sidechain it, which is amazing. So I'm going to freeze it, and then I'm going to drag it across in your audio track, and that is that. So now we've got our audio. And this is the piece of material I would like to work with. So I'm just going to set up the loop. And again, like we talked about earlier, to make anything more techno, just pitch it down. So I'm going to take the transposition, and I'm going to go all the way to -37. And let's just have a listen to that with the drums. So I'm going to mute. Make sure these are all muted, yep. And then just play the drums. Well, there you have it. We've turned an R2D2S bleeps and bloops into a low, down and dirty techno percussion loop. Well, if you've enjoyed this, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you're looking for any samples, go to our website, www.mind-flux.com.